Good morning, third graders. Today I'm going to teach you our first Scratch activity. So the first thing you're going to do is log in. So hopefully you remember your username and password. And we're going to click on Create. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to change the title up here. We're going to call this the Name Project, but you're going to put your name in there. So I'm going to put Mr. O'Neill's Name Project. Okay. And what we're going to do first here is we are going to get rid of this sprite down here. Okay, so we're going to get rid of him and we're going to click on the sprite menu here and we are going to spell out our name. So you have all these choices. I'm going to click here on letters. Okay, the first letter I'm going to choose is an M. I'm going to place that M down here and you'll see why in a minute. I'm going to go back and get the rest of my letters. Right there. I'm going to go get my next letter. Bring that over here. Whoop. Sometimes you have to do it a few movements at a time. Click here again. Click letters. Go find the N. Move that guy down. Click here again. Go to letters. Find my E. Okay. I'm going to go back to letters and get my I. Okay. And finally the L. All right. So a couple things I can do here with these letters. First thing I'm going to do is show you how to change the color. So I'm going to click on the M first. If you notice when I double click on a letter, it appears here. And that means that all of these blocks and anything I do in this part of the screen will be for this M. So I technically have, 7 different sprites, as we call them. So let's go here to costumes. Costumes is how we can adjust the color. And this paint bucket here will allow me to change the color in there. And I'm going to choose a nice red color right here, right there. So I'm going to go double click on my R, click in there, double click on my O, click in there, double click in my N, fill it in. Same thing with my E, same thing with my I, and same thing with my L. Okay. So now let's go back to the code and let's start. What I want to do is, like, if you see like the opening credits of a movie or something, or closing credits, we're going to try to get this name to go up. All right, so what I'm going to do is, hold on, I'm going to pause this video for a second. Okay, I'm back. All right, so we are going to go over here and we're going to start an event. Okay, and this event is, let me just move this here. This event, if I click, it's going to be when the green flag is clicked. All right, there's my green flag right here. So if you notice here, anytime I move this piece under motion, you can see the XY move. So let's see, when I move my M, you can see that the XY has moved. Okay, so right there. So I'm going to put him back where I want him to start. Okay. And we are going to go to events and we're going to drag out a green flag and then we're going to click on motion and we want him to go back to this spot to start. So if I move this guy up here, but I click my green flag, it puts him back. Okay. So now if I want the M to go, let's say here, I'm going to place the M where I want it. And I'm going to go down here to glide, and I'm going to pick the XY that represents this M. Okay, so let's put that block there, and let's see what happens. So what it does is it first goes back to my original position, which is minus 189X and minus 160Y, and then it will glide for 1 second. In 1 second, it will glide to negative 182x and negative 40, and then positive 42y. So let's try that again. Cool. Okay, let's try it with the R. I'm going to double click on the R, I'm going to get my events first, and I'm going to get my green flag out. I'm then going to click on motion, okay? And this is where I want the R to start. So anytime I click the flag, it's going to go down there to start. So we're going to say go to -129 to -150. And then I want my R to say, let's go right here. And then you notice these numbers change as I do that. So I want it to glide up to that spot. And let's see if they both do it. Oh, cool. All right, let's double click on my O. Let's click on events. Let's go to our green flag and drag it out. Let's click on motion. And let's see, let's have the O start there, and it's going to go to -38x to -155y, which is this position right here. Okay? And let's say we want our O to move up here. These numbers will change, and I can now attach that block. Let's check it out. All right, let's do it with our N. Events, green flag, motion. We're going to go X 29, Y -152. Let's move our N right here, and let's put glide, and let's test it. Okay, good so far. Let's test out the E. Okay, let's go to events. When the green flag is clicked, click on motion. It's going to go to 92, X 92, Y -159, which is right here. And then we're going to move up our E, and that's going to adjust these numbers, and it's going to glide to 106.38. Okay, let's click on our I. Events, bring out the green flag, click on motion. We want it to start at 138, -156, which is this position. Let's move up our I, and then we're going to glide to that new position. Okay, cool. And then let's finally do it with the L. Oh, and the L I had already dragged out that. Okay, so let's go up to motion. We're going to go to this location, and then let's move this up, and let's add that glide 205 to 34. Okay, and let's test that out. Now, what if I wanted each letter to appear separately, to come up separately? Now, I want you to notice that this glide says wait 1 second, okay, or it's going to take 1 second. So let's click on the M. Let's leave that one at 1. Let's click on the R, and let's change that to 2. Let's go to the O and change that to 3. Let's go to the N and change that to 4. Well, not 41, 4. Let's go to the E, change that to 5. Let's go to the I, change that to 6. And the L, we'll change that to 7. Now let's see what happens. Ooh, what did I do? Did I forget the I? I think I must have forgotten the I. Let's see. Yeah, I did. Okay, so let's look at the M. That's 1. The R is 2. The O is 3. The N is 4. Oh, the E is 6. Okay, that's where I messed up. 5. 6. And that's 7. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, that's cool. Isn't it creeping up? Yeah, I like that. All right. Well, that's enough for today. All right. And I'll have another video posted with the next step of this project. Okay. I hope you enjoyed it and have a great one.